this episode is going to be military bases around Australia. So we're going to do 5. We're going to do 5 military bases. We're going to do Holsworthy Army Barracks in Sydney. We're going to do Gallipoli Barracks in Brisbane. We're going to do Robertson Barracks in Darwin. We're going to do RAAF Amberley in Ipswich. And we're going to do HMAS Albatross in Nowra. So that's a combination of Army, Navy, and Air Force. I thought we'd do a little bit of each. Yeah, cool. All right, sick. Well, yeah, before I start the episode, I did a little bit of research. I guess writing the show notes for this episode, I just want to give a bit of colour, like what is actually happening in Australia. Militarily wise, I'm not the most well-versed person on this, but we don't have a huge army, but we have an army. Like compared to America, I think we only spend about 2% of our GDP on defence. So, that's like 50 billion Australian dollars compared to America that spends nearly $1 trillion. It's not that big, but we have stuff. We have some stuff. We're going to go through it today, but yeah, I'll chime in every now and then with some stuff that I've learned. So kicking things off, we're doing Holsworthy Army Barracks in Sydney. So it's in the suburb of Holsworthy, which I believe is somewhere down here. Maybe. I know there's a train station near it, which is kind of weird. You can literally catch the train, get off the train, and go into the army barracks, which, that's good town planning. That's good. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll do prisons as well. Yeah, man, we'll do prisons as well. That's what we'll do. That'll be sick. Prisons from the air will be sick. And hold on, is this a mine? You know what's crazy? Ever since I did that mine episode, everywhere I'm looking on Google Maps now, I'm just seeing mines everywhere. It's so funny. It's so funny. Also, this is going to be the new Sydney airport out here. This is going to be the second airport. We have our main airport's all the way over here, down here. This is Kingsford Smith Airport. It's like a massive airport, but we've only got one airport. And if you're not from Australia, you don't know that this part of Sydney is, probably 1 million people live here, or 2 million people live here, and about 3 million people live out here. So for these people that live in, Granville to come all the way here to go to Sydney Airport, that's like an hour and a half trip. So for them to have an airport of their own out here in the suburbs, it's going to be way better. But yeah, Holsworthy. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. Holsworthy. Where is Holsworthy? We might have to look it up. Glenmore Park. Penrith. I've probably. All right, we'll look it up. Holsworthy. All right, and it should be pretty close to. Like I said, it's near the train station. Oh, there. Now, nice. Okay, cool. All right, so Holsworthy Army Barracks. This is, as I understand, number one, because it's in such it's in an area that's easily accessible. They have like the Army Cadets out here. I presume they do a lot of like the Army Reserve, so like part-time soldiers would go out here. Again, this is not my area of expertise, but I figured this is kind of what these things are used for. Like there'd be like, you could go to military school out here. You could like learn how to be an engineer. Maybe there's like a police thing you could do out here. I don't know. There's stuff you can do out here though. Like it's look at the size of this complex. It's so huge, man. I don't know what all this shading is. Maybe that's just like a very distinct cloud. I don't think so, but anyway, whatever. Anyway, yeah, this is Holsworthy. So I presume this is the train station, right? So you could get on the train, hop off the train here, bang, straight in the barracks, doing bits. So let's have a look around. Let's see what we got. Okay, so Holsworthy Army Barracks, the first thing I'm seeing is one of the most skew-if circles of running tracks I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how they possibly managed to make this not an oval. but they've just chucked a running track in a funny little circle there, which is good. It's a good start. It's a very good start. They've got a couple tennis courts. I mean, these are massive places. Like there'd be like thousands of people that live at these joints, right? And this is not, like I said, this is not just people in the army. This is a whole bunch of different things, I'm sure. Is this a plane? Dude, that looks like something that you would see in like Toy Story when they go to Pizza Planet. When they go to Pizza Planet, you get in that or something. That'll be out the front. Like a plane that you can have a birthday party in or something. That's what they do. That's what they do. So they probably when they graduate, so you probably do a couple years in the army, then you graduate, and as at graduation present, you get to have a little cake and a fairy floss bread in the plane with your boys. So that's nice. That's nice. That's a nice touch, man. That's a nice touch. Where's all the guns at? That's what I'm just thinking. Where's the weaponry, man? Like this looks like a IKEA more than anything, really. This looks like a homeware center, like a baby bunting. You might have an Anaconda, BCF. For everyone listening that's not from Australia, those are places where you can buy fishing gear. And maybe like a tent. This looks more like a super center, than a military barracks. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's see if we can see. See if we can see some a bit more like shoot. Oh, what's this over here? Oh yeah. All right. What I'm seeing here is, sorry, as I adjust my headphones, I'm making my ears a bit hot. All right, so this looks like to me a place where you come and do some weapons proficiency, some weapons training, right? So these would be like you be under there and you shoot. That's a target, surely. So shoot there. That's probably 50 meters, 100 meters, 150 meters, 200 meters, 250 meters, 300 meters. Have I just nailed that? Have I nailed that? 50 meters, 100 meters, 150 meters, 250 meters. Oh no, hold on. 50 meters, 100 meters, 150 meters, 200 meters, 250 meters, 300 meters. I reckon that's exactly what that is. If you have been to an army base, specifically this one, and that is correct, please leave a comment. Pistol range, maybe? Pistol, quick draw. I watched a video the other day of a duel, two people quick drawing against each other, and I was shocked that the footage existed because it looks so realistic. Little did I know after I watched it and thought this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Top comment was like, "This is from a movie." So yeah, it kind of burst my bubble a little bit. But duels were cool. Two guys or girls. Probably guys, just shooting each other and seeing who lived. It's pretty badass, man. It's pretty badass. This looks like a swimming pool that's gone defunct kind of thing. This might be, yeah, see, this could be a training thing, right? So what they do is they put levels of chemical or like discolored water, and you have to swim through each level, right? Start here, this is the easiest. It gets progressively harder, more acidic, your skin melts off. This is probably, how you become a top dog in the army. And then this is the last one, you're swimming through just tar or something. That's probably what that is from my training. I can see. Probably some more shooting stuff over here. This looks like some shooting stuff. Maybe this is like, what's that? Is that little red boxes or something? I don't know. They're shooting, man. They're shooting. Artillery. That's a thing. Artillery. It'd be kind of weird though this is pretty remote, realistically. Although, if you lived there, I wonder if you could hear the guns there. Guns are weird. They're not as loud. I've shot some guns before. I was actually in the army at one stage, funnily enough, in the Finnish army. I got a dual citizen. My mum was born in Finland, so I went to the army in Finland for 6 months. We did a lot of weapons training. And unless it's like a lot of people shooting at once, one gun kind of just is like a little pop sound, like. I guess it depends on what gun you had. We had what was my gun? My gun was a Seiko RK95, which is a AK-47 variant. It shoots a 7.62, same round as an AK, but it's like a Finnish version of that. It was good, man. It was good. It never jammed. Never jammed. And you'd like smack it against a tree. You'd use it as like a cricket baseball bat. We used it for everything. Those things were indestructible. It was insane how solid they are. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So this is Holsworthy Base, right? Holsworthy Base. It's super. It's in pretty much in Sydney, so you can catch the train to this place. What have I got here? A couple of notes on Holsworthy Base. 2nd Commando Regiment, home to the 2nd... No, I don't know what any of this stuff means as well, so I'm sorry if you're from those things. I'm just doing a bit of research. No offense. 2nd Commando Regiment, Special Operations Engineer Regiment. So maybe they're like guys that do like super hectic maths wearing camo or something. Engineer. 6th Aviation Regiment and the Defence Force Correctional Establishment. Don't know what any of that stuff means. Defence Force Correctional Establishment. Is that like people that were in jail that are going to put them in the army? It sounds very Russian. They do that over there. Fight for your freedom kind of stuff. I hope we're not doing that here. That sounds super sketchy. Alrighty. That's Holsworthy. Actually, one other thing I learned about Holsworthy that I thought was very interesting was that in 2009, someone had they foiled a terror plot to this place, which I found incredibly, like, why of all places would you want to take guns and try and kill people at a military base? Like, everyone's strapped, man. You wouldn't last very long. Seems like a bad choice. Anyway, thank goodness that didn't happen. That would have been horrific. That would have been an absolute. That would have been a horrible thing. Oh, look at this. This is where they do this is where they do the little trainings where you run around and you jump over the wall and stuff like you see in the movies. This is where they do that. Come on, Johnson, run, lift your legs. This is where they do that. Nice one. All right, Holsworthy. Pretty cool. Bit of soccer. Play soccer with the boys here. Little pool, swimming pool. Wonder if there's fish in that. I'd probably try to fish that. It's probably got no fish in it. Probably got carp in it. Whatever. I'd probably try fishing there. All right, that's Holsworthy. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's a good start. It's a good start, but we've got 4 more. We've got 4 more places we want to look at. 4 more places. All right, next place is the Gallipoli barracks in Brisbane. Gallipoli barracks in Brisbane. Oh, hold on. There's an airport down here as well. That's sick. Military airport. Cool, man. Cool. I don't see any military planes. Maybe they're all having a sleep or something. But hey, if you're ever in need of a plane, Holsworthy Military Airport, I got something for you right here. Put some wings on this bad boy. You're good to go. That's Pizza Planet plane. Can I have a ride in the plane? No, take that one. That one will sort them out. All right. We're going to Brisbane, Gallipoli Barracks. What is Gallipoli? Gallipoli is a military... Again, I'm not the best at this, but I know the basics. It was a military campaign in World War I in Turkey, and it is... I I guess it's remembered as being an incredibly important day in Australian military history. We suffered a lot of casualties. It was a really, really intense battle. We were fighting up this hill, like these on these cliffs, and a lot of people died. And it's remembered as a part of our, I guess, annual Day of Remembrance, which we have every year in April, on the 25th of April. We call it Anzac Day. And we talk a lot about Gallipoli then. So the name Gallipoli is from a military campaign that happened in World War One, in which a lot of Australians lost their lives, and particularly really young Australian men. So like people like 15 years old and stuff were fighting. Incredible story, like lots of stories of bravery and insane amounts of courage and loss. So it's really like important part of the Australian, I guess, military narrative. Alrighty. Gallipoli Barracks in Brisbane. Alrighty, where is this? I haven't actually looked up where this is, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to search it. I should have looked this up. We could try and find it. The problem is, I've noticed this. No army barracks or Navy or Air Force or whatever. It's not labelled. Even though you can look at it on the map, like it seems a bit of an Is this another mine? Or is this... No, it's probably housing developments. Yeah, this is just people building houses. Swimming pools everywhere, though. That's nice. We like that. Yeah, even though you can search it up, you can't see... Mate, no one wants to live in New Chum. Where'd you buy a house? New Chum. Sick. Where do you live? I live in New Chum. Okay, cool. I'm not coming over to your house. Yeah, we're going to have to look this up. Sorry, guys. Sorry, team. Enogera. Let's look that up and we'll try to find it. Enogera, Queensland. Sorry if I butchered that name. Oh, it's all the way up here. I would never have got that. Wow, man, there's a lot going on. I've been to Brisbane once. I went to the valley, Fortitude Valley. Interesting place. Good place to get punched in the face. I will say that. Righty. So this is Enogera. And if this is anything like Holsworthy that had a lot of forest, I presume this is all part of the army. They own all it. Like that looks like a shooting range again. So this must be it. This must be it all here. Gallipoli, but this has to be it. That's houses. So what? It's like this little thing. Is this the barracks? There's a golf course right here. Is this it? We're going to have to look this up. Gallipoli. Oh my goodness, John. Gallipoli Barracks. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. Nice. Got some cool facts about this place actually. This is super interesting. All right, so Gallipoli Barracks, home of the 7th Brigade. Don't know what that means. Units include armoured, artillery, engineers, signals, infantry. Signals, I understand that each part of the military plays its important role. Signals as a word doesn't scream military to me. Signals. Like, I get it. It's probably super important. But the word itself, they could jazz it up a little bit. Signals, jazz it up. It needs a bit of a rebrand, maybe Signals. Excuse me while I have a sip of my water. Okay. It's one of the largest in Australia. Cool. All right. Well, fun fact about this place. Upon its establishment, the camp consisted of 4 paddocks. That's very Australian. I think my high school consisted of 4 paddocks. They were used for training and drill exercises, and a number of rifle ranges were established there and used by civilian people. So there was a time when the locals of Enogera would come out here and just shoot. They probably wouldn't shoot alongside the army people, but they'd be blasting. They'd be blasting. I don't see as many. There's not as quite of a distinct setup here. Like this looks like this is definitely where people sleep. They don't have any novelty planes, which is a little bit disappointing. Oh, this is kind of cool. You can see the outlines of all the fields. That's a footy field, soccer field, AFL field, 2 footy fields, a soccer field, AFL field, and a little synthetic cricket pitch in the middle. That's good. And it's nice that they haven't put the synthetic cricket pitch in the middle of the sporting fields. Anyone from Australia knows this that played sport. Getting tackled or sliding on a synthetic cricket pitch in the middle of winter, that'll bring you straight back down to earth. If you think you're cool and tough, get tackled on a synthetic cricket pitch in the middle of winter and then come and talk to me. No one's that tough. I don't want to hear about it. Not even in the army, mate. Not even in the army are they that tough. They moved theirs. All right. And these people are supposed to be the toughest of the lot, and they moved theirs. So come on with that. Don't lie. A couple of army vehicles here. Pretty cool. You know what you forget? You forget that there's all these other jobs in the military. Like people are cook. Man, imagine the amount of food you got to cook to feed everyone. Imagine who does the washing, all the sheets, wash all the socks, wash all the shirts, cook all the food, clean the place. Oh my goodness, there'd be that many jobs. Drive the bus, drive the trucks. Like who's driving all these things? These guys aren't punching on in the war. They're driving the trucks. These are the interesting little vehicles. Look at these little pointy things. What are they? Kind of looks like robot. Oh, they're trailers. They're trailers. My bad. That's a trailer. I thought that was maybe like we might have had a little look behind the curtain here into some latest military tech. Like these could dig underground, like almost like a burrowing a vehicle that would burrow underneath the earth, burrow to the enemy. Yeah, man, you know what? We're always trying to go in the air. Planes, in developing all this supersonic flight, all this, you know what I mean? Man, go deep, baby. Let's burrow. So that's a real sneak attack underneath, man. No one expects an enemy to come up underneath. You got all your fortified area, you got your satellite, you got your radar. Bam! You didn't expect sandstorm coming up. Hit him with that earth laser. That's sneaky tech. There's a little Jesus cross here. Just a little understated Jesus cross on the side. Showing respect. Respect that. This place hasn't really got that much stuff to look at, does it? It's kind of straightforward. Oh, they got a helipad. We haven't seen any helicopters yet. Oh, we're going to a couple of Air Force bases soon, so that'll be cool. We can see some helicopters there. Helicopters. I've never been in a helicopter. If you've been in a helicopter, write in the comments. I've been in a helicopter. Yeah, that'll be cool. All right. I think that's that. I think that's Gallipoli Barracks in Brisbane. I think that's that. On to the next one, eh? On to the next one. And a little moment of silence again for... Where's that place? Moment of silence for... Where's that place? Where's that place, guys? What was it called? It had... Yeah. Hey. Moment of silence for New Chum. New Chum, dude. New Chum. Where's Old Chum? Or just Chum? Anyway, all right. Robertson Barracks. We're going to Darwin. Alrighty, we're heading up. So we were in Sydney, which is down here. This is the capital of New South Wales. We then went to Queensland, which is the capital, Brisbane, which is the capital of Queensland, which is this big state up here. Queensland, huge state. Queensland's massive, man. And now we are going to Australia's northernmost city in the tropics, Darwin. And you might ask yourself, why on earth do they have military base in Darwin? What is the valley? Well, look what it's close to. So Australia, we have a unique position in the globe. We're kind of close to all this action, right? We're pretty close to all this stuff. There's a little bit going on here, if you know what I'm saying. There's a little bit of stuff going on there. There's a fair bit of stuff going on around here. And increasingly, more and more people are interested in these areas, right? So it's within, I guess, our best interest to have some sort of, and again, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but it seems to be, let's just say this, there is US military personnel right now around here doing some exercises, all right? Let's just leave it at that. They're up here. All right, Darwin. Where are we going? We're going to Robertson Barracks in Darwin. All righty, Robertson Barracks in Darwin. Let's try and find this place. Robertson Barracks. It's way more fun when you find them. And they kind of stick out a little bit as well, so. Robertson Barracks. Holsworthy. This looks pretty military to me. I reckon there's going to be a very, there's going to be a lot of, when we do the prisons episode, there's going to be a lot of similarities between prisons designs and army barracks designs. It's going to be like super gridded, really well thought out structure. This is it. This has got to be it. Robertson Barracks in Darwin. Let's just have a quick look. Robertson Barracks. Yeah, this is good. Mate, nailed it. Far out, nailed it. Here we are, Robertson Barracks in Darwin. Pretty cool. This is cool. I like this one already. It's right near the Knuckly Lagoon. It's near Mickett Creek. It's a good spot. Is this a mine? I can't stop looking for mines now. What is this? This looks like... What is this thing? This looks like like the FBI or something. That's creepy looking, man. With the circles. I bet that hasn't got a name. I bet you can't look that up. That's just there. Also, I thought on Google Maps they'd like blur out military bases. I don't know why you can zoom in on them. It feels like a bit of an overreach of privacy, but whatever. We're enjoying it for our enjoyment. All right, anyway, back to this. Robertson Barracks. Cool. I got a fact about the Robertson Barracks. This is actually quite cool. All right, a Centurion tank, which is a British tank, was brought to Australia in World War II. World War II? 1950. Yeah. They did this test in the 50s. So the test was, could a tank survive an atomic bomb, a nuclear bomb? And they did it in Australia. And so they brought this tank over and they pretty much detonated a nuclear bomb near it in 1953. And the tank survived. So much so that they just repaired it a little bit and actually served in the Vietnam War in the late 60s, 70s, whatever it was. And that tank lives here on this barracks. It's called the Atomic Tank. And it was the gate guardian at Robertson Barracks. I'm pretty sure it's in a museum now somewhere around here. I couldn't find it online anywhere about any other information. So I guess it's in a museum maybe or something. Anyway, this is Robertson Barracks. See what they got. Let's have a look. Let's have a little sneaky look. Is this? Why do they have old cars? Old civilian cars. That's like when you live in the country and you got your neighbor who just collects stuff. Why is that out there? What value does that? What is that? Or maybe that's maybe they use that for like shooting exercises. Like these are like targets. and they shoot stuff at them or whatever, or they like place them around and they make the surrounds look realistic, you know, like they make a pretend war zone. That's probably what it is. Because like, what other value does that have? If anyone knows why they're there, please let me know. Yeah, like all these wood. Surely that's like obstacles. They're making obstacles or whatever. Cool, couple little people moving little vehicles here. This is pretty cool. There's a fair bit of stuff here. Man, how good's Google Earth? I can't believe this is free. It's unreal that you can just look at stuff. Anywhere on Earth, you can just zoom in on it. That's why I like making these videos, because I do this anyway. If I'm bored, when I get home from work, I'm just on my phone, just looking around at stuff. I have found so much crazy stuff just on Google Earth around the Earth. Like I'll just zoom in some random place in Saudi Arabia and just find some mansion. It's sick, dude. You can just find stuff. Have a go of it yourself. Have a go of it yourself. They got a swimming pool, mate. Nice. That's nice. Could do with a couple more lanes though. Looks like this is almost like a resort, man. They got palm trees here. Maybe this is where all the generals live. They got the good houses. These are nice, man. These look a bit more bougie. This is like a little resort down here. Oh, yeah, nice. All right, where's the secret tech? Come on. We want some of that, like the sand diggers of the last place. Where's the tech at, man? We want some technology. Want some secret tech. Want some symbols. Tank. Tank alert. First tank of the whole video. Tank alert. You know what's weird? You can never see people on these things. How do they get rid of all the people? Like anywhere on Google Earth, you never see a single person. Do they edit them out manually? Do they have like a computer program that like detects the people and edits them out? Because you can literally, I'd zoom in anywhere right now, you can't find a person. Like I'll zoom into like, let's just zoom into Brisbane, middle of Brisbane, Holsworthy. I've got to remember that. Holsworthy. Oh gosh. I've got to do this. Reset to north. Is that? That's all right. Is that right? Oh, sorry. We're in Darwin. I'm freaking out. I thought we're in Brisbane still. Tripping balls. All right, ready? We're going to go to Darwin. Let's go straight up. Smack bang in the center of Darwin. Telling me that there's not a single person walking on this street right now. Come on, man. There's got to be people. They edit the people out. How do they do that? Every single person, they edit the people out. Every single person is edited out of here. That would be a nightmare. That would be an absolute nightmare. Crazy. All right, back to Holsey. Holsey, baby. Let's go. What's around here? What's around Holsey? What else have we got? What's this? Wow, that's good quality. Helicopter training facilities, maybe. Helicopter. Nothing here of importance. Nothing here. Let's go a little bit over here. Let's check it out. Let's go over here. We saw this. This is that crazy FBI place. We don't know what that is, man. That's something different. Another little spot down here. What is that, bro? What is that? Oh, hold on. Howard Springs. I wrote a note about this. Hold on a second. Yeah, Howard Springs. I wrote a note. So apparently this is a temporary housing facility that they sometimes use for natural disasters. This is owned by the army. Either the military owns this. And they use this when people need like temporary accommodation. So in COVID, I think like this holds like nearly 3,000 people. So 60,000 people stayed here over the course of a couple years that were in quarantine during COVID. And like when there's a natural disaster or whatever, people use this. People stay here Crazy. It's a big quarantine, big hotel quarantine. Pretty crazy. But that pool didn't get used that much. Actually, it probably did. Let's be honest. People probably went for a swim. Who cares? Probably swimming every day. It's hot in Darwin, man. It's hot. I'll be going for a dip. Who cares? What are you going to do about it? All right. That might be Robertson. Is there anything else about Robertson that I've written down here? Not many. No, we talked about the atomic tank. We couldn't find any, as far as I could see, we couldn't find any military tech. We saw that one tank. That was kind of cool. Maybe that's the atomic tank. Oh, a couple more of these sand diggers that are actually trailers, but we can pretend. Yeah, we'll move on. And hey, we've done 3 army bases. So let's do something different. We've got 2 more to go. We're going to do an Air Force and we're going to do a Navy, which is cool. It's a little bit different. So we're doing RAAF Amberley, which I believe is the largest operational base in the Air Force in Australia. 5,000 people live and work at this joint every single day, which is big, man. That's big for us. I know that there's places in the States that probably have like 30,000 people or whatever, but not here, mate. Not here. Oh, I'm not the best with my... Is this where Ipswich is? I thought Ipswich was... Oh, yeah, Ipswich. Yeah, nice. New Brizzy. Right. Okay, so this place is in Ipswich, which is a town... It's like a town outside of Brisbane. And we were here just before, remember? We were looking at the Gallipoli barracks in Brisbane. Now we're back. We're back at RAAF Amberley, Ipswich. All right, let's find this thing. Here's Ipswich. This has got to be easy to find. Here's Amberley, and this has got to be it right here. All righty, what are we talking about? There's going to be some stuff here. There has to be. Already seeing planes. Planes are sick. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you're about, what religion you believe in. Planes, universally, planes are cool. How you can actually, similar to what I was talking about in episode 1 about minds, how they work. Tell me how a plane works. Like, I know thrust and weight and all this, that, whatever, but come on, man. There's got to be some magic in there somewhere. Like, that thing weighs so much and it's flying around in the sky. I already like this place more. Couple sand diggers. Nice. Good to see they got them here too. A lot of sand diggers here actually. Wow. Alrighty. Okay. Big plane. What's that? I don't recognize that. I don't know that much about planes. I know a little bit about planes. Like, if I see something that I know what it is, I'll call it out. But I'm not gonna. That's just straight up some sort of Boeing plane. That's a normal passenger plane, looks like to me. All right, I know what that is. That's a Hercules, baby. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I believe that's what that is. So it's like No, wait, is it Hercules? Oh, no, Globemaster, because I got the... Yeah, C-17 Globemaster. This is like a cargo plane. Man, you can put a tank in the back of this thing and fly it around. Don't worry about that. You put a tank, you put another plane, you put a plane in this. Babushka doll, plane in plane. You could probably put 2 planes, plane in plane in plane. 3 planes in this plane. Fly it all around the joint. Who's flying who? What plane's flying what plane at this point? You don't even know. That's what we're doing here. So we've got the Globemaster. What other planes we got? Globemaster. That might be a Hercules with the prop propeller, maybe. I don't know, dude. I know Globemaster. That's about it. I know Globemaster. I know one thing. My favorite plane from this whole thing is that Pizza Planet plane we saw in the first place. That's the best plane. You can't beat that plane. You can get in that plane and you can pretend to fly it around. Got a little garlic bread joystick. You get a little like a pepperoni dial. You play with the little pepperoni dial. That'd be fun, man. I'm 32. 100% 100% I'm getting in that Pizza Planet plane with all the kids and I'm having a go. I'm kicking them off. I'm saying, get out of the way. I'm having a go. It's my turn. I'm definitely having a go of this thing. Get out of the way. It's like jumping castles, man. You see a jumping castle as an adult, you are lying to yourself, literally lying to yourself if you don't think, oh, I'm going to get on that and just go off and just snap all these kids. Just kicking kids. Oh, sick. Check it out. This is a fighter jet. So I only know 2 fighter jets, F-16, F-A-18. And I know that this place, actually in the show notes for today's episode, this is home to it is home to the number 1 squadron of the Australian Air Force, and they fly FA-18s. So I guess that's like our Top Gun people, like Goose and Maverick. Is this where our Goose and Maverick go? If it is, man, I feel honored. This could be our Mavericks plane. Or is that Goose? Who dies? Iceman. Is that the bad guy? I don't know. All I know is we're fighting the Russians in that movie, but they never say Russians. They just say MiGs, and that's a Russian plane. You could just say Russians. We're not that dumb. Okay, cool. This is fun. This is an Air Force base. I think you have to be really smart to be a fighter pilot. Someone once told me that you needed to be super, super smart to be a fighter pilot. Like, if you're flying one of these planes here, just imagine you're flying this plane, wherever our plane went, and all your electrical stuff goes out. I mean, realistically, all your electrical stuff goes out, thing crashes, or maybe they've got like an analog backup system. But you have to like on the fly do a manual calculation to figure out how fast and what wind to drop your bomb. And so you got to be like super good at maths. You get the piece of chalk out and you're like writing on the glass in front of you while you're flying around dodging missiles, and you like carry the one, you drop the bombs, you know. So you got to be good at maths. That's all. I don't know, man. That's what I heard. Could be wrong. Pretty much everything I've said in this video is probably wrong, so, get used to it. This is gonna be we're going to do like many of these a week, so you're going to get bombarded with just misinformation. But man, 2024, you're allowed to say whatever you want now. Just even if it's not true, just say it. So yeah, that's what they do, man. They write on the glass. They write on the glass, and that's how they do the maths. Don't come at me. What's this little thing here? What do we got here? Is that like a trampoline? Is that a trampoline? What is that? Is that a helicopter pad? Looks like kind of like a plane. I don't know what all this stuff is. I know it's greedy to say this, but I really wish it was true. Like, I know that I'm zooming in literally from space right now. Okay? I'm zooming all the way in. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm trying to prove a point here. I'm zooming all the way in. I'm zooming all the way. Oh, gosh, this is really not landing now. I've kind of ruined this whole thing. Oh, goodness. Where's Ipswich? Over here. Anyway, I'm being greedy because I'm zooming all the way in from space, but I still would like a little bit more resolution. You know what I mean? I just want to know a little bit more about this little vehicle here. Show me a little bit more pixel-wise. I want to see some little more pixels, even though this was taken from space. Imagine how good the military version of this is, man. You could see anything from here. You could see if my hairline was receding, which it's not. For anyone that was wondering, I've just got a naturally high hairline. All right? It's always been that way. So it's not receding. It's just naturally high. But yeah, this is good. I like this one. Oh, is that one of those planes that the wings fold up in? Those weird helicopters or something? Might be. All right, let's move on. Last one. We've got the last one here. We're going to a naval base. Now, I know this is hard to believe for everybody here that's from Australia, specifically Sydney. I presume I'm going to get like geo locked, and a lot of these viewers are going to be from Australia, so whatever. But apparently there is a naval base in Nowra, which I don't know about that. Nowra is not, it gets a lot. People hang a lot of. They talk poorly of Nowra. Sometimes, they say it's not very nice. So there to be a naval base near Nowra Airport. That's what I've written down here. There's a naval base near Nowra Airport. Which, look, how are you going to launch a ship from here, man? How are you going to launch a ship from here? You're going to need like a Suez Canal situation. You're going to dig a big trench. Already, Nowra. Come on, man. Where's your HMAS Albatross? Let's look this up. It's near the airport, so all right. HMAS Albatross. Oh, what? It's here. This is a naval base. Man, you haven't got any ships. That's where they put them. That's where they put them. This is it. This is where they put them, ladies and gentlemen. This is the naval base. This is it. Command center here. Training center here. This is the mess hall where the bloody sailors eat. That's where the ships go. Prior to the Australian Navy. Hey, to prove a point, we do have ships. I've written down we've got a lot of them, but we've got 3 destroyers. So I'm assuming they destroy things. So they're our good ones. We got HMAS Hobart, HMAS Sydney, HMAS Brisbane, and they reside at the Fleet Base East. And I know where that is because I work in the city, in Sydney, and I have seen this with my own 2 eyes, and it is right here. And lo and behold, there's a ship there. So there are ships. We do have ships. Before anyone says we don't have any ships, I knew you were going to say it as well. I could sense it. You were going to say you don't have any ships. We do have ships, and this is one of them. Let's go 3D. Ooh. That's a nice ship right there. Tell you one thing, that's not fitting in that swimming pool. But that's a nice ship. That's HMAS something. Look at this, man. Whoa. Sick, man. HMAS. Her Majesty's, is that what it means? Her Majesty's Service? Is that what that means? HMAS? Her Majesty's, I don't know. Whatever it means. It means something. It means boat. That's what it means to me. Boat. All right. Where are we going? Now, I'll finish off in Nowra. HMAS Albatross. Also, Albatross is a 1 on a par 4? Is that an Albatross? Or a 2 on a par 5? In golf. What's an Albatross? Bogey. Par, bogey. Eagle, 3 on a par 5. 1 on a par 4. Albatross. Hardest thing to get in golf. Hole in 1 on a par 4 Albatross, I think. I don't know, whatever. Something like that. This is cool. What's this little thing? It's like a big clothesline. Maybe that's where they do the washing. All the sailors get their little uniforms and they put them on the big washing line together. And that's where you put all your washing out. The big hills hoist. The big Nowra Hills hoist. That's kind of cute. Very good. What's with? They've got a janky running track as well. Man, military, fix your running tracks. Why are they all skew-if patterned? It's supposed to be like this the whole way around. It's not supposed to go all weird like that. Like, you've taken out enough trees, mate. Take out a couple more trees and make the pattern straight. What are you doing? That's goose level stuff right there. That's goose level stuff. Anyway, there you have it. I reckon that's probably it. We've been all around Australia. We've seen all different things. We've been to... Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the very beginning. Where did we start? What did we do? We went... First off, we went to Holsworthy Army Base, down here. Boom. Military base, Holsworthy. What's the highlight of Holsworthy? Everyone knows it by now because I have been talking about the whole episode. It's this thing. It's the Pizza Planet plane. That's where you go to have your birthday and have your graduation party. Once you graduate from the army in Australia, you get to play in this thing. Very cool, very special for all those boys and girls graduating. I think that's quite a nice touch. Gallipoli barracks in Brisbane. We went up all the way to Brisbane. So this is New South Wales. Also, I don't know what this yellow stuff is. I'll get rid of that next episode. Sorry about that. Bit of yellow. Looks like screen's a bit sick or something. We went up here. We went over here somewhere. I don't know where we were. We were somewhere over here. We went to Army barracks out here, and that was called Gallipoli Barracks. That was cool. I liked Gallipoli Barracks. Then we went all the way to the Robertson Barracks in Darwin. We went all the way to the Northern Territory, which is all the way up here, our most northerly city. We discussed very briefly some geopolitics. We sort of danced around the issue, which is nice. And we checked it out. It was over here. Holsworthy. We saw Holsworthy. And we saw this weird thing. This is definitely some American spy base. I'm not hearing about it. If the video gets deleted, that's why, everybody. And then we saw this cool thing down here, Howard Springs, this temporary accommodation center. 60,000 people went through here through COVID. Pretty cool. Nice. It's probably, does the job, whatever. Then we went down to Ipswich, all the way back to Queensland. We flew back to Queensland. We went all the way back here to Queensland. And we really enjoyed that. I thought this was kind of cool. Amberley. We saw some planes. We saw the C-17 Globemasters. We saw also sidetrack. Is this a mine? Or is that just them digging a hole? Hard to tell. We saw the Globemasters. They were cool. There they are. C-17 Globemasters. We saw, this is our only fighter jet that we saw, Top Gun fighter jet. That's definitely Goose or Maverick or Iceman, or maybe all three of them fly that at the same time, like a tandem bicycle. That's always an option. We enjoyed that. That was fun. That was RAAF Amberley. And then we finished in what we've all decided is the smallest naval base known to mankind in Nowra. Now we've got to find bloody Nowra. Here it is. Nowra. And the airport, which is here, and the naval base, which is just this one tiny little swimming pool. And that's it. That's HMAS Albatross. Just this tiny little swimming pool, because I don't think you can get a boat all the way from here, all the way to the water over here, and I just won't hear about it. There's no way you're doing that. No way. So that is the entirety of the base, that swimming pool. Cool. Well, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment. Literally, if you want to see, I'm going to do a bunch of these. I'm going to do a couple of these a week. I'm going to do everything that looks cool from space. And then once we finish Australia, we're going to go around the world. We're going to look at other places. We're going to do prisons. We're going to do landmarks. We're going to do football stadiums. We're going to do tours of cities. Literally, the world, I know is a pun. I know it's ironic to say and cliche to say, but it is our oyster. We can go anywhere, look at anything. So if you want to see something, please request it. We'll do our best. Thank you. And see you.